We have a bit of a campaign battle. This is actually multiplayer, but it's Zhao Ming versus Deathmaster Snitch, which is very viable to happen in Cathay. It's Tequila Sunset versus Senior Skaven. Press F to doubt. I am the only Senior Skaven around here. This D tier ass faction. Now, the Grand Cathay matchup used to be one of Skaven's favorites, and then it got a little trickier with the invention of Croman and Zhao Ming getting a healing item. Those two made it a little more difficult because Zhao Ming can now just dive into your backline. If he gets damaged, he can actually get a big burst of healing. But oh, he didn't take it this time. Okay, a little spicy, a little spicy. So for Grand Cathay, we have a pretty much rush build. Jade Warriors, 2 Jet Lions. Those are the lions that provide yin harmony. So then that buffs up the front line with their yang. Do have some Jade Lancers for Bit of Disruption. 1 Crossbowman into shields. We have Zhao Ming. He did bring Plague of Rust and his Dragon's Breath. And then the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin, Great Longbow Riders, Regiment of Renown. And then 2 Onyx Crowmen, including the Empress Crowman. Overall, really good build. I like it. I think the Jet Lions are generally underpowered, but this is one matchup where they could maybe do okay. I do think with Zhao Ming, you want to bring the heal item and Final Transmutation, and then cut this other stuff. On the other side for Skaven, we do have Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves at the front line. We have 1 Warp Lightning Cannon, actually 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, Natty Boobo Sharpshooters, a Basic Assassin, Deathmaster Snitch, a Warlock Engineer with Cleansing Ruin, and Warp Lightning, 2 Ashen Triads, the Council Guard, and 2 Rat Ogres. A very spicy Skaven build. Though I do worry it is rather weak to Suicide Sky Charges from our friends, the Crowmen, as a Missile Mirror is cast in the Warp Lightning Cannons. I forgot that the Jet Lions had bound spells. Both Warp Lightning Cannons are currently unable to fire and just shooting themselves in the face. Huh, that's crafty. And the Jet Lions are in. One's already onto Natty Bubos, disrupting that, while the other Warp Lightning Cannon tries to refocus. The Jade Warrior Crossbows are in range, finishing off the Warp Lightning Cannons that were already set up with a Missile Mirror, lowering their HP enough that, like, 1 volley from these crossbows took out 2 models. That is pretty darn brutal. 1 Jet Lion's getting rolled, though. Deathmaster Snitch is kicking the shit out of him. Eshin Triad's coming up, too, is not going to help that big Jet Lion any. We'll see what the Crowman can get done, as the Jet Lions are both suffering a lot of damage. And the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin trying to charge in on the Warlock Engineer. He is a little foot character. It's quite difficult to do significant damage to that guy. Jet Lions do not cause terror. Zhao Ming does. Zhao Ming should transform into his dragon form and charge in here, because he would route everything off as Jade Lancers, not Jet Lancers. Jade Lancers try and sweep up anybody who is routing. They'll have to be very good about that. Balance power is currently slightly in Skaven favor. Most Skaven games will start that way, but this is the point of the game where Cathay starts to come back, is when Skaven run out of that pathetic leadership of theirs. You just need to chase everything off. Natty Boobo Sharpshooters are shattered. The Warlock Engineer is draining down some Jade Warriors. Not really a big deal. If the Righteous Lances get out of here and stop getting drained down, let the single entities kill the Warlock Engineer, because he has that Mortis Engine effect that does a lot of damage to them. They should be going after the Warp Lightning Cannon, not dealing with this Warlock Engineer. Nice little Warp Lightning is going to do a ton of damage to the heavily armored Jade Warriors, and Eshin Triads are out to deal with the Jade Warrior Crossmen, lowering their armor down quite a bit, from 100 down to 50. So you do like to see that. Deathmaster Snitch going after Zhao Ming, using his Deathmaster Sigil to net him in place, while Assassin's Trophy is also procced. 26 melee defense is not very much, but Zhao Ming is able to get away as Deathmaster Snitch is wrapped up in all of these Crowmen and Horsemen and all these things. Crowmen actually have pretty darn good mass. 200 mass per model. It's difficult for Snitch to get through. What is Snitch's mass, actually? It's 550, yeah. He has a hard time getting through this Crowman. Jet Lion had helped run down some things, maybe some Rat Ogres, but they're coming back now as the Empress Crowman tear apart the Council Guard. Absolutely wreck these little halberd rats. And still that Warlock Engineer is draining down the Righteous Lance of Wei Jin. They do need to separate out. They need to get away from that fight. That's really not their it's not their scene. And I'm betting Zhao Ming wishes he had Final Transmutation now, as the 3 single entities for the Skaven are staying alive, beating up on the Jet Lions, and kind of recruiting back some Rat Ogres and Eshin Triads. There's not a lot they could do to kill off those single entities, besides just terror routing them eventually. Zhao Ming overcast his Dragon Breath, doing a lot of damage to the Clan Rat Spears, and then a nice rear charge should finish them off, push them away. off the edge of the map. Don't foresee them coming back as one Jet Lion is picked off. Snitch is going in for the kill. He's trying to catch up to this guy. Can he get the attack animation off? He can't. If he had, he would have gotten the execute damage and killed that thing. Jade Lancer is going to kill the last of the Council Guard, but once again, it's a bunch of multi-entity models grouping up on this Warlock Engineer, and they're trying to rout him. They're doing okay damage every once in a while, but Warlock Engineers with their damaging spells plus the Mortis Engine, you really do need to kill them with a single entity or bust. Deathmaster Snitch is after Zhao Ming, once again netting him in place of Deathmaster Snitch, once again hitting him with the Assassin's Trophy. He can still transform into his dragon form and get up into the sky, though, even while he's netted, and he really should be doing that. There's nothing to punish him as a dragon right now, and it would get him away from Snitch. Council Guard fighting it out next to the Warlock Engineer. Jade Lancers have backed off. The Emperor's Croman trying to finish the job. And Zhao Ming refuses to turn into a dragon, refuses to run from a fight. His Deathmaster Snitch is now stuck in the middle of something that I'd rather not say. Just can't get enough. I need to stop referencing vague bands that never took off. No one's gonna get it. If you ever heard of Level, let me know. Because Level was good. They only did one album, and they're not even on Spotify. But I listened to them in my childhood, and now that I'm older, I realize that they were nobodies. Jade Lancer is going to get hit with the Warp Lightning? No, they do dodge it, and the Emperor's Croman are pushed away from that Warlock Engineer. Zhao Ming is coming back to the fight. Thrice cursing gods for not giving him Final Transmutation in this battle, as they desperately try and kill Deathmaster Snitch. But he's a tricksy little Skaven if you don't have Fireball, Spirit Leech, single entities that are really good at dueling. I mean, Zhao Ming's not that good at dueling. He's okay, but he's not amazing. Snitch is better. Jet Lion takes a big shot from Snitch and starts to run away. He has attack orders onto a shattered unit. That seems not the best use of his time. And now he's coming back. He's going to try and get a charge onto somebody. He's booking. Holy shit, he's cooking with gas. That was insane. I mean, he jumped in here and did all of nothing and started to get bodied by Snitch, but yeah. Jesus. He's taking a lot of damage. He's probably going to rout here any second. Not rout, sorry, die. You know, the worst version of rout. And actually, he really needs to back off and just give these Jade Warriors his Harmony buff, because if he dies and that Harmony buff goes away, these Jade Warriors will fall apart. Bounce power is getting danger low for the Skaven, though they're actually honestly doing okay. That Mortis Engine effect from the Warlock Engineer is beating up on all of these units. Jade Warriors are all starting to rout. The Jet Lion has routed. No more Harmony buff for these guys as he gets further and further away. The Righteous Lances of Wei Jin give Zhao Ming a little bit of protection and do peel for him. Snitch is getting low. Jet Lion is back. Needs to be just used in a supportive role. Just needs to come in for its yin and yang harmony as it routes again. And if it routes near its buddy, its other buddy's going to rout because nearby allies are routing as it comes back in. And a big spin from Deathmaster Snitch finishes off the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin. Will get rid of them, and this is getting to be an extremely bad situation. Zhao Ming, 198.5 million %, needs to transform into his dragon and terror out off these motherfuckers. None of them are ITP. They're all very low on HP. Please, Zhao Ming, turn into a dragon. Okay, he has turned into a dragon. Now charge in there, and on the charge, you'll terror out the Warlock Engineer, you'll terror out Snitch, and that'll trigger army losses. Please, just use terror. I have played enough Skaven to know this is how you lose games. The Skaven route all the fucking time, and it's awful. So just get in there and instant route them by charging in. 3, 2, 1. No. Charge in. No. Charge in. No. Charge in! Charge in! There he is. There's terror out number 1. Let's see terror out number 2, Mr. Snitch. Mr. Snitch. Mr. Snitch. There's terror out number 2, Mr. Snitch. No, he's gonna hang on for now. There's terror out 2, Mr. Snitch. It's coming. You can't deny it for too long. There's terror out number 2, Mr. Snitch. Okay, then Zhao Ming hits him in the rear because Snitch turned around while he was terror routing, so now he's running away. And here's terror out number 3, and the end of the game is coming in for the assassin. Oh, Zhao Ming's not trying to just tackle him, he's trying to attack Snitch. Which is a good choice. It's a good choice. Just means the assassin won't tear her up. There, Snitch is dead. The assassin has popped his buffs, but his buffs don't prevent terror, and he immediately terror routes off and loses. That got a little scary. He got a little scary for a bit there to kill Sunset, but he brought it back. He brought it back. Just gotta use terror on those Skaven. Croman doing very, very well if you include the Empress Croman. Jet Lions did not do a lot, but they were disruptive, I suppose. Jade Lancers chased off a bunch of stuff. The Righteous Lances of Wei Jin mostly just pushed around a Warlock Engineer all game. We got a ton of drain value off them. I didn't love that. I really, really think that if you're going to take Zhao Ming, you need to take Final Transmutation. Especially with a build like this. This build is great at doing everything besides killing single entities, and then the Skaven had 3 that you had to deal with. So Snitch, the Assassin, and the Warlock Engineer almost carried. But the Warp Lightning Cannons and the Jezzails got shut down pretty quickly. Triads did okay. Rat Ogres also seemed like they got shut down pretty quickly, and then Clan Rats got pushed off. So, yeah. GG. Roar.
Subscribe, yes, yes.